Hey guys.
Hello.
Happy Sunday, guys. It feels like forever since we've seen you. This has been a long.
It seemed like a really long freaking week.
Oh my God.
It seemed like Sunday couldn't get here fast enough. But anyway,
It's been a long week.
coming here is like a release.
This is therapy.
Yeah.
This is our therapy. And we'd like to thank you guys for joining us on the Fans from the Stands couch. This is our therapy. This is how we let go.
Yeah.
So, prior to us going on the air, I was telling Gigi that I was upset. Why am I upset, Gigi?
Because Dougie Fresh look like
No, that's not. He does look like a Ninja Turtle, though. Don't talk about her husband.
Don't talk about my husband.
Arrow. Sup, Chuck. I am upset because I missed New Impressions Live.
Last night,
I'm very upset.
she missed it.
I was at work. I
They
definitely missed
They
it.
looked really comfortable.
Did they?
They had shoes off. They were comfortable. They were chilling.
It's that
TJ
that kind of unplugged?
It was that kind of TJ sitting in one chair. I can't never remember Youngin's name. With the bun on the top.
I forgot.
You forget too. See.
Yeah.
He was sitting.
Maybe
in
y'all
another
should
chair.
come be guests so Gigi won't forget your name.
They had
Shameless
They
plug.
had a table,
Mm-hmm.
you know, with some little drinky drinks and what's his name? Pretty D. He's sitting like in a higher chair behind them, and then they had, I want to say, a bass player and a keyboard. It's only 5 of them.
So it was a real unplugged. Okay.
Almost like a small table, round table. You know the round table
like
drink
the tiny table.
yeah, tiny table.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something like that.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to go check it out.
Yeah, it was different.
I'm gonna have to check it out. But in other news, shout out to Everett Brown. I'm so glad you're home.
Oh yeah.
Keep pushing towards a speedy recovery, E. Also, still sending prayers up to Easy and his wife. We're praying for a speedy recovery, and also
Our condolences to
we're going to
Michelle
take a moment
Blackwell.
of silence for that one.
Exactly.
We know how important Mimi was to you. So
Mimi touched
a lot of people. It wasn't just a small thing. She touched a lot of people. She left behind an amazing legacy
Yes.
at HU. An amazing one at HU. So Michelle and family, please know that our prayers and everything are with you guys. I know the loss of losing. I just lost mine in July. And it's one of the hardest things in the world to actually do, especially when you have the type of relationship with your grandmother that I know she had with hers, because their relationship reminded me a lot of my relationship with my grandma. And it breaks my heart to know that COVID-19 took away a blessing. So we're definitely praying for you, love. You and your family. We're so sorry about this. I pray that she gets all of the joy and blessings on the other side that she gave to people on this side. Mimi, you will definitely be missed. I don't, and Michelle, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't even know how to actually put things into words, honestly, because I know how it feels to go through it. I've been there. I know that it's a lot. So our prayers are with you, Michelle. Our prayers are definitely with you. I can't. it's kind of hard to put anything else into words. Whew. But I will say that on a brighter note,
Man.
COVID-19 has taken over a few birthday seasons, including Taurus season.
Bitch.
But I will say this is one thing you can't take away, COVID-19. Today actually marks 363 days. So it's our anniversary. Tuesday we turn 1. And I am so excited about all of the things that have taken place from conception, from the birth of an idea to the conception to it actually being what it is right now. Thank you to everyone who has supported them damn fans, everyone who has allowed Gigi to record over this year.
Absolutely.
Everyone who has invited us out. Thank you.
Greatly appreciate it.
Thank you to everyone who tunes into our lives. Thank you to everyone who have followed us from our first location to our current destination. Like, we appreciate you guys. Shout out to everybody who has walked up to us, had a conversation with us, picked our brain, wanted to take a picture with us. Like, it's a little
bittersweet.
It is.
Mm-hmm. We've been through a little
Shawty.
It's been a rocky
road.
Hey.
Shawty.
I think we pulled through, Jolly,
Shawty.
Lost a few, gained a few.
I'll just say this. COVID-19, and I don't mean to be cocky or arrogant, but ain't shit stopping this fan train. Like, I'm going to boss up and say it. What you gonna do?
She gonna strong arm.
Like, it's a lot of things that a lot of people say. It's a lot of things that a lot of people do. But what a lot of people don't understand is that sometimes you just have to do it yourself. However, you have to go about doing it within or without, inside or outside, maneuvering around in red tape, rules, thoughts, expectations, ideologies, being thought of as lesser and having to work harder because God gave me lady parts and not male parts, and people having it like it's
they still think it's a male dominated situation. They just don't know we allow them to have that. They don't get it yet. They ain't got it. Eventually y'all will. Eventually you'll get it.
I didn't say that.
I said it. Excuse me? Say, huh? I'm a Taurus, Negro. Let's get it. It is what it is. Can you hand me that, please?
I'm just
crying.
about to say you can't throw it. Don't throw it. It's on camera.
I'm not gonna
we don't
throw it.
commit crimes.
I'm not going to throw it.
We are upstanding citizens. But what I was going to say is that I am grateful and thankful for this whole journey, the ups and downs. Like,
you got to work on the WGNs.
I'm so...
Well, that's going to be hard, isn't it?
Because we have lost so much time during COVID-19. But I will say this, and this is just my honesty. I'm sitting back and I'm watching. I want to see what happens when the doors open. Like, what have the WGN bands or bands that are on the crank level, what have y'all been doing with this downtime? Like, this is serious for me because I'm a creative and I expect creativity to come out on the other side of this, because in my brain right now, I've already produced 2 other shows,
Well,
and they're going to happen.
A lot of them probably feeling like everything is shut down, so it's not a whole lot of practicing.
You don't have to practice. You can pick up a pen and a pad.
Oh.
You can do a Zoom.
You can do a Zoom.
Members? You can do a Zoom. You sure can. Your front line can do a Zoom and create. Your music section can do a Zoom and create. Like, it's no excuse to me. It's so much technology out here, and people find a way to do everything else. I feel like if this is your craft and you're serious about it, that you should be working on it with this downtime. Even for people who work from home, people who are essential employees like me. Like, I still find a way to maneuver. Like, it may not be immediate like I was, but once it happens, what do I say? Hey, y'all, I'm about to drop this flyer later on. I'm like, and I make it happen. And I'm not saying that everybody has to function like me, but I'm saying it's a lot of idle time right now. I'm expecting something. I've been waiting on music to drop. Not know if this, then that. No, drop some music for your fans. Like, keep yourself in front of them. Like, they can run the Gigi's channel on YouTube and watch videos for some of these bands, because a lot of these bands really don't have video footage out. Like, let's just be clear.
No.
And they don't have music out either. So to get the current crank, if you recorded them, they have to go to your channel.
Yeah.
I feel like it's time to get the people not what they want, but they need. I'm just saying. So, thank you to everybody. It is our faniversary, guys. So many memories with you guys. So much growth. So many great events. So many great outings. So many great interviews. So much great conversation. This year has shown me a lot about a lot of people. But I don't hold any grudges.
What?
For what?
Because we tourists. That's what we do.
God designed things. Nope. God designed things to be exactly the way that they are. And our human side puts us in situations where we hold grudges and we are angry for no reason. Nobody's getting that power over me, because I can use that same time and energy to be a creative.
I know how to forgive.
In order to truly forgive, you have to forget.
No.
Yes. Listen.
Forget.
Well, then you're not forgiving.
I forgive.
No.
Yeah.
Nope. True forgiveness means you have to forget.
What?
So yes.
I've always been told you can forgive but can't forget.
And someone has told you wrong, because when you pray to God and you ask Him to forgive your sins,
I don't feel like going to church.
But we still gonna keep it 100. If He held on to all of that stuff and threw it back in your face as soon as you did something, the forgiveness wasn't genuine.
I need a drink.
She gonna get some water when we go on break, ladies and gentlemen. Some hallelujah water. That's what she need in her life. That sea moss juice. I don't know. Like, woo. Okay.
This one.
We have gone this far, and there is something that I definitely have to say. And this is one of the most genuine things that I'm going to say in life. I want to send a special thank you to our sponsor, the wizard himself, Montu. It has been rocky for these last few months, and you have been right here with us every step of the way, regardless of what happened, regardless of which direction things went. You have been here. You have been genuine. You have been brutally honest.
You have been taking my money.
You have been giving your money. And I'm definitely like.
Listen, I pulled up on him the other day.
You hear this?
Yesterday.
You hear this?
he shouldn't have went live. But I told him, I said, at first I was like, I'd pull up if I had a ride. Then I found a ride.
That's a stalker.
What?
So he didn't take your money. You pulled up on him.
Skirt.
Did you pull up on him and give it to him?
Did you say stalker?
Did you pull up on him
I
and
didn't stalk nothing.
Did you pull up
He
on?
told me to pull up.
Did you pull up on him and give it to him?
Matter of fact,
Did
sister
you-
cousin told me to pull up.
Oh, it wasn't him. See? Did you pull up on him and give it to him? So he didn't take it. She was a willing participant. What you looking for? You know why you over there? But listen, thank you so much for embracing us, for understanding us, for getting us, for mentoring us, for tugging our coattails when we're out of pocket. But even more than that, thank you for being exactly who you are every time. You don't switch up, you don't change. Thank you. Like, genuine souls come around but once in a lifetime, and I am forever grateful to the fact that we have you not only as a sponsor, but as a mentor, as a clothing pusher, and as the wizard. We appreciate you so much, so much.
Yeah, you've become my addiction. This has become my addiction. That and shoes during this COVID-19. I have nothing else to do. But what? Excuse me? That one's over there with commentary.
Jesus Christ, y'all not gonna look at me like I did something. But I will get into what I got into in Crank this week, but I mean, you got into New Impressions.
New Impressions on
I didn't get into too much of anything. I am excited to see Big G's birthday.
Oh, man.
I'm excited to see that.
Everybody's waiting on that.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that.
I think even everybody and their grandmamas is waiting for that.
I was told that we need to get another band in the studio.
Think? Everybody's scared. No, everybody's not scared, but everybody's not scared. It's not everybody. There's bands that want to come, but they have members that are scared. So
I can only respect what people are going through.
Exactly.
Like, it's wild. It's wild. I think the scary part for me is that you can go into the hospital for something totally different and just never come back out.
right.
And there's no one there to advocate for you. Not a mother, not a father, not a medical professional that's a part of your family. They're not there to advocate for you because no one can come in
Right.
with you.
Exactly.
So whatever they tell you is whatever, if you don't know any better, you believe it is, and you believe that's what it has to be sometimes. I'm not saying that it's necessarily not the case, but I'm saying that if it was not the case, how would I know if I am already in there under anxiety and fearful?
Exactly.
I'm going to go with whatever you say.
Like, I was really upset that my daughter, she had to go into the hospital because they had to put a camera down her throat to check her
She
thyroid.
told me. She told me.
And I couldn't go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a thing. Like, it's really a thing. Again, I want to say thank you to all of the essential employees that get up and go out every day and risk their lives. As strange as it may sound to you guys, from the delivery guys all the way up to the doctors and the nurses that are on the front lines fighting. Thank you for all of the service that you provide to the community. We appreciate you. Without you, it would be a real shutdown. It would be a real shit show. Let's just say it. And I have the feeling that on the other side of this, there are going to be a lot of people who have PTSD. So please understand that on the other side of this, it may be a lot of other mental things that come out of it. Just be patient with people. Be understanding with them. And know that a lot of people didn't grow up like we grew up. Like I was talking to Candace, shout out to our ladies. Shout out to our ladies, our queen vibes. But I was talking to Candace, and the conversation that I had with her was, if this was like the 90s,
Right.
we would be okay.
Right.
Because it wasn't all this technology, it wasn't all this instant access, it wasn't all this, oh, I'm going to pull up. Like when we were younger, to know where everybody was, you had to find all the bikes in the front yard. Like nobody picked up the phone and was like, pull up the Tim Tim house.
Right.
Like it wasn't that. Like, and it wasn't all this technology and like.
I think we had pages back then.
I mean,
We could page them.
Yeah, but
911.
Yeah. But I mean, it just wasn't. It wasn't.
Or write messages on the pager, and that
Yes,
you had
sir.
to turn it upside down.
Where you at? We're gonna go to commercial break, ladies
Give
and
us a
gentlemen.
second.
We will be right back.
Give us one momento. are
back. So, for those of you who asked where he was, here he is.
What's happening? What camera?
We got-
right there.
Okay.
You everywhere.
You everywhere.
You're everywhere.
I see.
We got
I see.
we got angles. It's that Taurus thing.
Absolutely.
So
All
ladies
month
and
long.
That's no idea. Look, nephew, like, yes, I'm still celebrating. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we have been joined by, honestly, one of the most talented Tauruses in the area. Gogo is jam-packed with amazingly talented Tauruses. I could run them down, but
You need a couple hands.
yes, and the crank is so. Without that Taurus,
You put that Taurus band together. Okay.
we with it. We do you know who would be in that band? When is the first show, Gigi?
I don't know.
When is the first show?
Let's line it up. Let's do it next year for our birthday.
Oh, don't.
All Taurus jam.
Look at this one. Look at it.
I got a venue already. Let's
Look at
go.
it. Look at
I
it.
can
Let's
see
go.
the wheels spinning in her head.
Yeah.
Right now.
You see it?
Yeah.
Look at it.
Stomp on the drums.
You see the glaze in her eyes?
We got
Look.
Deuce 9 on the sound.
Sauce on the Congo.
Sauce on the Congos.
Look at it. Look at
Big
it.
G on the mic.
We got you and Big G on the front line. We gonna get D Floyd to come out of retirement and definitely slide through.
Yeah.
We got Dave on the keyboards. Nigga,
Yeah. We got a situation.
I'm ready. Hey guys, y'all ready? I'm ready.
This one.
We gonna do a Taurus takeover. The right back.
Taurus takeover. I like it.
Ooh, that
like it.
flyer. Look, nephew, like yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
31
31.
31,000.
on the first set.
For real? That's crazy.
3.1K.
Gigi, what did you say you wanted to tell him?
Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to record you in Charlotte.
Oh man, it's all good. Like promotion is good promotion. You know what I mean?
That
I appreciate you putting it out there.
No, I really no, you just don't. I appreciate it, honestly,
Yeah.
because like
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna leave it alone.
No,
But,
say it.
I mean,
Hey, Chuck.
because your band is
Mhm.
one of the top bands out there.
Appreciate
Okay,
it. Yeah.
and with that being said, there are some bands that are
Oh, God.
on your level that
Jesus.
Won't let you get down.
Oh,
prefers
Jesus.
that I don't. I've had one band tell me, well, not the band, but I've had someone, the manager of a band, tell me that it's because of the quality of my video, because it's a better quality
Oh, okay.
of the video that.
They fear someone's going to rip the audio and produce a CD
Now,
and get paid
mind
from
you,
it.
Okay.
I've had soundmen that have offered to allow me to plug in
Mm-hmm.
to the PA board, and I tell them no, I don't want to, because as of this point, the sound that on my YouTube channel, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay to listen to. It's okay to even, you know what I'm saying?
We play it through the
It's good enough.
speakers. We play it through the speakers.
You know what I'm
though.
saying? You
know,
heard
that
it.
gives you a
You heard
real
the sound
sound.
yourself, right? But at the same token, it's not a good enough quality to download and put on a CD.
Right.
I don't want anyone to be able to download it and put it on a CD, because if you do, it's not gonna sound as good as it do
Yeah.
when you're watching it or
I
listening to Bluetooth. You get what I'm
I
saying?
agree. You know, artists sensitive about that material, so
So
you gotta take the good with the bad.
yeah, and you know,
So-
but anywho,
Yeah.
I appreciate you and I thank you, and
That was one of, I think that was, the locket was the highlight of my trip.
man.
Oh yeah.
She started. Listen, she started in Charlotte. She started. Y'all hit Lockett, and she was over. She lost her mind.
Oh, no.
Miss Kim came over there, was trying to get her on stage.
Yeah, I remember that. You was being shy too.
Yes.
Locket is my, listen, Gigi knows, we could be in the grocery store.
That's my favorite go-go song.
Oh, and
that-
Sunshine.
that-
Sunshine is my all-time, like, I wanted to start and end every show with sunshine, but I was told that it would be too depressing. So lock it in sunshine. Like those are mine.
Mine is lock it and rough it off.
She about to,
Mine.
it's a tourist thing. Tourist. I don't
Lock
know.
That's mine.
Yeah.
Those I was just about to say that.
Rough
Lock
off
it.
made me want to do something.
And rough it off.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And they got similar beats. Maybe that's the.
Yeah.
It could be.
Yeah. Like I never was a Work the Walls fan, but Lock It, I'ma lose it. I'ma lose everything. Like in the grocery store, I don't want to say this, but
I told her.
if,
I told
if
her.
we're at the grocery store and she plays
I
it,
told her
I hope I'm not holding the eggs.
I told her I was going. I was just going.
It's gonna go bad.
I told her I was just going to randomly put
Clean
it
up on aisle 5.
while we in the grocery.
She dropped everything.
We in the grocery store.
I'm telling you,
just to see her.
lose my mind because that's
And
what's gonna happen.
I'm have it ready to record when I do.
You gotta record it. Make it go
Exactly.
viral.
I am definitely gonna lose my mind. It could be in the produce section. We could be in frozen foods. I better not be holding a glass jar like it's. I will lose it, every ounce of it. But we were just talking about creativity during COVID-19. So I know that you, Mr. Creative, are working on something.
Yeah.
So tell the people what it is. I know.
Or do you want to share? Or do you want to keep it to yourself?
Which one you talking about? Like which thing you talking about? Because we so many things. Like as I'm able to be home like all day, it's like I can't keep still. My brain can't keep still. So I don't know. If it's a creative thing, but
It's that
I can't-
Taurus creative.
yeah, I can't
It doesn't
sit still.
sleep.
Everything. Like I'm talking about albums, songs, videos, movies. I'm trying to do everything right now. Like I feel like it's the first time, probably the last 25 years, that I haven't really had to play, every week. You know what I mean? So, like,
How's
literally,
that? Does that feel?
it was
feel weird?
Yeah, it feel weird, especially when Thursday, Friday, Saturday come around. It's like I ain't got nothing to do.
And then our birthday season's here. So
Yeah.
it's like you're used to gearing up for.
Right.
Yeah, so
You're used to your face being on a million flyers right now, just everywhere. And it's.
and my birthday, I usually make a couple dollars. You know what I mean? From that show, man. I'm like, dang.
And I've been shopping like I got somewhere to go.
Amazon the only one ain't hurting.
Nike is not hurting.
All the
No,
online
Nike.
Puma
stuff.
is on smash with
They-
their sales.
They're not hurting either because
Yeah.
Her.
We contributing
I
all day.
they've gotten a few hundred of my dollars.
But yeah, we we working on so much. Kim and I did a live last week at my house, and
I loved it.
yeah, it got some good response. I didn't think we up to 18,000 I think views.
I loved it.
And just trying to we were going to do. What's crazy is when the stuff first happened, our last show was like March 15th, right? And then everything shut down, and then we was going to do a live, the joint we did with Junkyard and Black Alley.
Yes.
And so that was my platform, Go live stream on Facebook.
That's the one I was talking about.
Yeah, so
Let's tell the people about it.
that's the platform that we hope to get all the bands and kind of funnel all of our talent and our production and our everything, our product through, and try to create one central location for everybody to be. But going back to my story, so we supposed to do a live that night with Black Alley and Junkyard. It's supposed to have been Black Alley, us, Junkyard, and then Essence was gonna close out the night. But Kim and I both got sick with COVID kind of symptoms, right? So this was March 15th, 16th, 17th, somewhere up in there. And man, you talking about scared? Like I had the fever, I had the coughing, I had the trouble breathing, I had it all, right? So I go to the hospital. So we couldn't do it live. Then they shut everything down. So I go to the hospital. They test me for everything. Test me for flu, pneumonia, all that. All that came back negative. So then they sent me out St. Mary's County to test for COVID. And this lady stuck this swab so far up my nose.
To your brain.
I felt like something was tickling me at the top of my eye.
Yep.
Right? So after I finished getting up off her, I beat the mess out of her. It's like, nah, I'm not. So now after she finished doing that, I was like, okay. So then you gotta wait. They tell you 10 days for your results. It took me 17 days.
I know you was on pins and needles.
I was in my room. I couldn't hug my kids. Couldn't go out. Self-quarantine. You know, only one. Me and my wife was in there, but I mean, my kids, they out in the hallways. Say, hey, daddy, and all that. So I couldn't really, I couldn't hug them. I couldn't be around them. So 17 days, I was like that. And then for all that to come back negative. But I still think I had it, though. I ain't had a flu. Then they don't even know what they was dealing with at that time. So, but all that's behind me. And, we doing our thing now with so we had to get creative and try to do an acoustic set for us to be able to, just share our passion, man. Like we still trying to do it. We miss playing. We missed all. I'm like, man, let me get back to the stage some point today.
So is that your therapy?
My son is a musician, so we pretty active in the house. You know what I mean?
Okay.
He's 16. He goes to Duke Ellington.
Okay.
He sings. He plays.
And that building is nice.
Oh yeah.
They did an amazing job.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's incredible with them kids learning up there. I go up there sometimes, and just when I'm picking him up or I'm up there for an event, and it's like, you ever seen X-Men?
Yeah.
It's like X-Men for musicians. Like I'm
because
talking
they
about.
redid the building.
No. Like the kids are super talented.
I'm like, it's like it might be a group over here singing in the corner, like singing opera. Then you go down the street, it's a bunch of kids on the piano and the I'm like, this is really like a music factory. Like they are producing incredible. And then you don't even get to the drama part, the technical sound part, all that. Like they got the dance, the art, writing, literature. I mean, they are producing some amazing kids up there. So my son and I, being in the house together, locked in, I got a studio, I got all kind of instruments, drums. So we express ourselves, to our
Does it
family.
drive your wife crazy? I know she love you and all. But sometimes does it
I think he might drive her crazy.
Okay.
I know her pressure points. So when she's
You're a Taurus. That's the first thing we learn. We
That's
need
the
to know
first
if you
thing we
can
learn.
take us. I need
Exactly.
to know if you can take me.
and then my son's a Taurus too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And my daughter.
Oh.
Yeah.
Awesome sauce.
What's your wife?
She's a Cancer.
She's losing her mind. My son is a Cancer. They're introverted, but
Yeah.
they will explode.
And you don't even know they there. So
And then they laugh after they do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And shout out to my man Marcus Young in the band, MarcusYoung.com, who had another Taurus yesterday.
Congratulations.
Hey, God bless you with a real one.
Exactly.
Marcus Jr., MJ, welcome to the family.
Congrats.
I had one of my YouTube subscribers. He said that the live last weekend.
Oh yeah.
Where'd it go? They've been commenting. My bad. He said the live last weekend cranking.
Oh, appreciate it.
And then he said, thanks, champ.
Appreciate it, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, the live.
That was
last weekend.
DMV Finest said that.
Thank you. We was gonna do it again tomorrow, this week, but Marcus had the baby. She went in the labor on Friday, and we knew that wasn't gonna happen. So we like for everybody to be there. And yeah, so I think we're gonna do it next week for my birthday. So it's
Please.
my birthday's Saturday,
Please.
and then we're gonna do it on Sunday.
Please. Just not during our time. Oh, it's probably going to be during our time.
Miss Danita
watch
Caldwell,
the
she
playback.
said, ooh, we Scooby in the stands with them damn fans. She said she on the shoulder of 95. Love Scooby.
Oh,
Hello.
that's so awesome.
Hello.
So, will we be getting new music from you guys on the other side?
Yeah, absolutely. We got actually we got a whole album ready. You know what I mean? We partnered up with some guys around here, some pretty big, guys in the industry that
I'm ready.
that's excited about our product. You know what I mean? So we partnered with them. I can't name who it is yet, but we partnered with them, and hopefully we ready to do some serious things.
And I saw your video drop.
Yeah. We filmed that in Miami like last summer, and it was fun. Fun shooting videos and then being in Miami. You know what I mean? So that's just a whole nother thing.
It.
Yes.
I miss
We
it.
were supposed to be headed there.
For takeover?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh man.
I miss it. Like,
It's just one of them things.
yes, listen, I need that clear water. I need that sand. I need.
That's all good. We're gonna be there again soon. We're gonna be there again soon.
I need it.
Come back, Gigi.
I know.
Come back.
Because we had options. There was Puerto Rico.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was Miami.
We were doing both.
And
There
we were
was no
playing. We were
option.
playing it both too. So
Yeah,
Man.
like I was a part of both. We
I had
did
already
both.
had my mind planned on taking her to this particular island.
I'm
that's
ready.
A sister island to the
Rico?
main. Yeah. It's
Oh, yeah?
like San Juan. It's I can't remember the island, the name of the island, but the beach is called Flamingo Beach,
Okay.
and it's nestled in the mountains. It's like a private beach.
Oh,
Why
man.
would she do this?
That's my kind of action.
See what I'm saying? But why would she do this to my soul
Y'all
and
can
disappoint
Google
me
it
all
and then
over
thank
again?
me later.
And disappoint me.
That's my kind of action. I like privates.
Me, you're Taurus. We're introverts with extrovert tendencies.
Yeah.
We're extroverted when we have to
Absolutely
be,
gorgeous.
but we are definitely introverts.
Yes,
So,
man.
the video, new music coming soon. I'm so excited.
Yeah,
Glad
yeah.
he said. That's what he said. He can't tell us.
I'm patient.
I'm not.
You're a Taurus.
No,
you can be
I'm
patient.
I'm patient.
We're patient.
I'm patient.
So,
Excited but patient.
I have a question for you.
Yes, man.
Who was your influence in go-go?
Oh, easy. Chuck,
Okay.
Bugs, and Funk. I listened to all three of them growing up. I used to study junkyard tapes and actually tried to be Bugs in my first band, my very first band. I was the talker, the singer, the dancer. I was the whole one-man front line.
I'm do it all.
I mean, we had nobody to play with us, so I had to do it until we got some other people. So that was Optimistic
OP
Tribe, yeah,
Mhm.
and then we got E
Yes.
and Tony Reyes to come through,
Yes. Shout out to
and
Ian
then
Tony Reyes.
the rest was history. We started playing, and we had a lot of fun with OP Tribe, man. But yeah, before E got there, I was the talker, the singer. They used to give me the dance and all that. So
So,
I've been in go-go a long time.
what did LP Tribe teach you?
Patience.
Okay.
And we had an amazing mentor like Ignatius Mason, who was our drummer. He was his father. He was our manager. He taught us a whole lot of just about being men. You know what I mean? So, like, we couldn't curse. We couldn't in the band. We couldn't talk about girls in a derogatory way. So all of that kind of stuck with me. Throughout my whole musical career. As far even when I got with Listen, like it was just like my brother used to always say, if you got to curse, I mean you got a limited vocabulary.
You like
But now I curse like a sailor, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But
You're a Taurus with Taurus children. You are bound to cuss.
yeah,
You
but
have
I mean,
no
but on
choice.
stage I try not to curse a lot. You know what I mean? It just
I think we're all sailors.
yeah,
at this stage.
like my kids. I want my kids to listen to my music one day. You know what I mean? So-
You don't think they're gonna listen to your music one day?
Absolutely.
Oh.
My 16-year-old, my Sunshine was about him. You know what I mean? So it's hard to imagine that song is 16 years old, but yeah.
It is very hard to imagine. It is still.
Yeah. So, but OP Tribe taught me a lot, about being in the business. Ignatius was a musician himself, so he kept us in line, took us all around. We did all the Catholic schools, the girls. So, we had fun with that.
I bet.
Look at
You
that
know,
smirk.
man. Had fun with that.
That whole little smirk.
I'm lucky though. I ain't had no babies out the situation, so
Congratulations.
I was
He did
extremely
the right.
lucky.
He did the right thing.
Extremely lucky. I know some friends that's they got some
It wasn't so lucky.
damn near 30-year-olds right now.
Wasn't so lucky. Gotcha.
I'm like, your kid 20 what? 29.
Saying that my son is about to turn 20
No,
is
no.
even a thing for me.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
OB Tribe taught you
Mm-hmm.
patience. So,
Patience.
what did Listen teach you?
Listen taught me to be a little bit more selfish with running the show.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because when we started Listen, we was in Easton together, singing group. And then once we got the band, we met some guys from Woodson, and we kind of formed the band, the whole band. So the singing group had a band backing us up, and then we kind of morphed into go-go some kind of way. But most of us coming from OP Tribe, and so we had go-go in us. But what led to the demise of Listen was everybody having a say so. You know what I mean? And so when you got 13,
Let's go.
13 personalities, different opinions,
13 Chiefs.
13 chiefs in one room, it was bound to come to a head. So when it did, it kind of went bad, it got ugly, and we young, and but now we the best of friends all over again.
So if you're saying with everybody having to say so, do you feel like most bands have issues or come close to a demise because they don't have some form of hierarchy to run them?
I think the best bands, I ain't gonna say the best bands, the most sustainable bands have a chief. You know what I mean? If you can go down the line, whether it be, Mo Shorter or Bugs from Junkyard, or White Boy and Brady from Rare Essence, Donnell and Jahar from Familiar Faces, Backyard, Big G runs the show. So, I mean, all the sustainable bands, the guys that last a long time, have a chief, and, everybody else kind of falls in with some, limited input, but at the same time, it got to be somebody that's going to take the brunt of the blame when things go bad and take some of the, share the when things go good. You know what I mean? So I think it's important. And I learned a lot about just running a business. You know what I mean? You had to. I mean, I haven't had a real job probably since 2001.
Did y'all see how long it took him to remember?
Yeah.
Once y'all
You had to think about it.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, so, Listen definitely taught me through our little run. It was about a 4 or 5 year run. We made, a couple dollars, and you basically had to do right by your money in order to, you know what I mean?
Live.
And in order to live. So I think that's where a lot of bands get it messed up. You know what I mean? So, but,
So do you think when bands start out that they should pay band dues?
That's one way of doing it. Again, when you do that, you give everybody a sense of entitlement also.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, which is not a problem. There are different ways to run a band, in my opinion. The band dues says that from the first man to the last man, we're all interconnected and we're going to be here. You know what I mean? So
It's like sowing a seed into yourself.
right. So with 7, 8, 9, 10 dudes or women, and y'all putting in, it's an investment. The band dues is an investment. So you investing in yourselves, and down the road, 10 dudes and women are not going to always have the same opinion about things. So I think with those band dues, it has to be bylaws, and those bylaws should suggest that somebody is going to have to make the decision, and we can vote every 2 years or every 6 months or every year to say I vote for somebody else to make those kind of decisions, and that way it keeps the hot-headedness down. It keeps the bickering and the cliques and all that stuff that develops in bands automatically.
Because somebody is closer to somebody else, and somebody feels some type of way because somebody's closer.
That's just natural human behavior. You know what I mean? So when you want something done or something to happen and something that you care about, you're going to be passionate about it. You know what I mean? So it just takes. I mean, and like I said, it's different ways to run a band. I've seen it work both ways. More often than not, though, somebody in charge.
Do you think that bands need outside management, like someone that's not performing in the band? Or do they need an outside advisor? Because, sometimes being in a band, vision gets clouded sometimes. Not saying that because you have to wear multiple hats, sometimes emotions get involved and they put you in situations that you shouldn't be in.
Yeah, I think it's better when you have someone outside the band. But again, when you first starting out and making the kind of money that we made, it's you got to wear multiple hats. You know what I mean? Management comes with the cost, and sometimes you're not prepared to swallow that cost.
But you're also a tourist, and we have like, it's not that we have to be in control, but we have to be in the know.
Yeah.
Especially when it's something that we're devoting our time, our money, our effort, and our energy into, because we give it all.
Right.
Like, we give everything.
And that's something I had to kind of like learn with just managing people. You know what I mean? As far as just knowing when to exert yourself and when to step back and listen. You know what I mean? And so, like you said, we Tauruses, we stubborn at times, we bullheaded.
Yes.
And especially when it's something that we think we know about, you know what I mean?
Or passionate about.
Passionate about it. So for me, I had to learn how to accept other people's opinions, and even let people try their thing, even against my own, instincts. So that's something that was really hard for me, but that's another thing Listen taught me. Sometimes I'm not always right. Even when you are right, it's okay for let somebody else be wrong sometimes. You know what I mean?
Without telling them they're wrong.
Yeah.
So DMV Finest, he said that that squeaking groove is nice. Who made it up?
Our keyboard player Dave. So I don't know if you listen to the song. I like the way she works. She always put me first. But I know I've been around, but I swear you got the best on earth. I think his name Russ. Something like that, yeah.
And I'm singing.
So that's his song, but inside the song, if you listen real closely, it's a bed squeaking. And we was in practice one day. I was like, man, just play the sample, the bed squeaking, sample that, and play it over the beat. So he went home, sampled it, and we put a beat behind it. It's really not a whole lot to it.
And there you have it. I hope that.
I appreciate you noticing that though, man. That's pretty big.
Y'all
though.
have real it. So for you, because I know it happens to you quite often. Because even when we were in front of homeboys, we were talking. How does it feel? Like, even with your mask and your sunglasses on, for people to walk up and know exactly who you are. Like,
it just happened on the way over here. I stopped at Target, and everybody got their mask on, right? And so I'm at the electronic section. I'm looking for headphones so I can play Call of Duty later on tonight, right? Because I broke mine. I got mad. I threw them up against the wall.
So you're a gamer?
Oh yeah. I'm big.
Xbox?
Nah, PlayStation.
Now, how did that help?
Yes.
Me throwing the joint up against the wall.
Did that fix
It didn't help.
It was. I ain't really throw it. I was so mad. I kind of like, and it fell off, and they kind of went up against the wall.
Because I'm still trying to figure out how when you play and you do that hand motion.
Nah. Like
Call
of Duty.
People, how does
Listen,
it
Call of Duty,
right?
It's the first to 75, right?
This does not work.
So we was up like 73 to 68, and all we needed was 2 more kills, and they came back, and in some kind of way they won 75-74, and I don't think I've ever been that mad on the game before.
And
Did you cuss?
Oh yeah.
I heard what
nephew,
he said.
you know what's happening. Like you've been there.
I heard what he said, but it still sounds like the lady, the teacher who calls Charlie Brown.
Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Because I have no clue.
My son is a gamer.
I'm not.
I want to tell y'all, this is the wildest. So my son is a gamer, and I had never he maybe have cussed one time when he was a kid. So I'm downstairs minding my business, y'all. It's like 3:00 in the morning, and I just hear him dropping. He is going in on somebody.
Yeah. When they by themselves.
He is going in. And then I hear his controller hit the floor, so I run upstairs. I'm like, it's a fight going on. And I'm looking, and he just points to the TV, and it's Call of Duty, and he's dead. And he's pissed off because he just saved somebody who was supposed to be saving him. Like whoever it was, he said.
Can you imagine what it's like in real war?
No.
So y'all don't play Call of Duty.
No.
Friendly fire and all that.
No, I don't.
But now I forgot what I was. Oh yeah, Target. So that's how you got on Call of Duty. Anyway, so this dude, right? He works there. I'm asking him where the headphones are. He says, he's stuttering. He says, hey, you look familiar. Scooby? I was like, yeah, what's up, man? He's like, we went to Easton together. I was like, oh, okay. He put down his mask, and I saw him.
You're supposed to know who you
are. Yeah, I still ain't recognize him. But I mean, we went to school together apparently, and
he knew who you were.
He knew who I was. Yeah, so it was kind of
like that.
It was kind of awkward.
People know your name, you don't know their name, and it's kind of like.
So how does that feel to you? Does it still amaze you? Does it still shock you? Is it just something you're used to?
You get used to it. You know what I mean? What's crazy is I go out when I'm out with Kim. I'm not even there.
No, it's Kim. It's
hello.
It's
I'm not even there. I'm
hey, big booty Judy.
It's like, hey Kim, who's your bodyguard? You know what I mean? They don't even know my name no more. It's like, okay.
I don't believe that. But Kim is amazing.
Yeah, that's
she
my
is
baby.
She's super awesome. She's super humble. I've never seen her act any other way.
Oh, she can get indignant now. She's a
Gemini.
Yeah, she's a Gemini.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, she will.
Yeah.
Yeah, she will.
If she's anything like my daughter,
Geminis have their moments, but
their
Sweetest
words
girl.
can hurt.
Yeah, sweetest girl ever until you get her wrong.
till you get her wrong.
They don't have to physically hurt you. Their words can hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So going into Sirius and Company, what was your thought from conception to what it is right now? Because we think, we overthink, we overanalyze. Sometimes we over prepare. Like, okay, when you're getting ready to go for a trip, you overpack.
Mm-hmm. All the time. All the time. All the time. All the time. My wife like, you're not
Where
even.
are you going?
No, it's so bad, and I'm gonna ask that question. But it's so bad that my wife asked me. I take stuff like fins for snorkeling, right? And we're going
definitely a tourist.
we're going to Miami. Like,
Where are you snorkeling at though?
you got to go out on a boat or something to do that. Right? So, but anytime I go to an island where there's water, I'm taking fins for snorkeling. I might pack my little short mini fishing rod. You know what I mean? I got the swimming goggles. Then I got my snorkeling goggles. I gotta take both of them.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
You gotta be prepared.
I'm the type to go camping and take like my survival knife, my axe,
What?
food rations. You never know. You might get stuck out there.
You gotta be prepared.
You know what I mean? I got
For
all
whatever.
my. I take all my guns, all of them.
Lord!
You in the woods. You
It
never
is the
know.
zombie
You gotta be
apocalypse,
prepared.
and I'm ready.
Yeah. No, listen. I'm telling
And
you.
you're just gonna encourage it.
I'm
You gotta
telling
be
you.
prepared.
I just never know when something's gonna pop off and you can't go back to the house.
Yes.
So you gotta be prepared for at least 3 weeks to
Exactly.
be in the woods.
3 weeks, we're gone for 2 days.
Look, I'm not gonna tell you about my Charlotte bag.
I'm not gonna tell you about my Charlotte.
I'm
bag.
not gonna do it. And we was only there from
I
Friday
didn't
to
even
Sunday.
I didn't even want to lift my Charlotte bag myself. I wanted it to jump in the vehicle for me because
Oh man.
I needed shoes for every outfit, even though I only wore outfits that I could wear with one pair of shoes.
I'm not like that with clothes though.
Oh.
Oh, I am.
With clothes, I can rock.
You're a man though.
I can rock a t-shirt, some sweats all week. I'm put it in a book bag. I'm
I'm a
good.
girl.
I got more stuff that I don't need in the bag than stuff that I actually wear. Like clippers. Yeah, I got clippers. Yeah, I take my clippers everywhere.
I did not.
I shake
Somebody
myself
might need
up.
a haircut though. Somebody might need
That's
a
what I'm
haircut.
saying. You know what I'm
Somebody might need a
saying?
haircut.
So yeah.
Somebody might need a haircut.
But back to the serious comedy question.
He's definitely
Hey,
a
we'll
tourist.
fly off over in a minute. But yeah.
It's that tourist thing.
So the serious company thing, when I got put out of Familiar Faces, I was kind of on my own. So at that point, I was thinking, well, I didn't want to never join another band that didn't, I wasn't running or I didn't have my name at the marquee like Chuck. You know what I mean? So, and I was already filling in for Chuck Band, and leading his band. So I was like, if you ever gonna have a legacy, you got to have a legacy where it's your name. You know what I
It has to be
mean?
attached.
And so when I started Serious Company, me and Kim was already kind of like in agreement with this whole thing because we kind of left Familiar Faces at the same time. So, but I handpicked everybody. It was like you, and I, some of the guys I performed with before, I knew their capabilities. The only one I didn't really know what he can do was the bass player Smoke, but everybody else I've seen their work. John, I've always loved his voice. John Williams, incredible vocalist. Marcus Young speaks for itself. I mean, incredible musician, singing and playing. And then he's been my best friend since we were like 15. So, I knew he was gonna come, and he's incredibly talented. Like he plays 3 different instruments, raps, sings the bass, background, like whatever you need. He's like my utility knife. You know what I mean? So.
Your secret weapon.
Yeah, and so it's like keeping the band small. It's only 9 of us, and everybody does multiple things. That's what I like about the band. Everybody does multiples.
If you could go back to one era and go, what era would it be?
The 90s. That's easy. That's easy. But I mean, it's easy for me to say because
I need Skillet back. I need that. I need
Man,
the Icebox
listen.
Skillet.
Ibex,
Yes.
Icebox,
The Met.
Metro Club.
Sugarcane Palace.
Oh my goodness.
Don't play with it.
See, we can go back and further. We can go to
do
Bumpers.
this.
You know what I mean? I think the sound probably sounded the best in Bumpers and the Metro Club
The map was
I've ever heard any
everything.
club. But, you know,
the Taj Mahal.
PA Palace bumper tapes and now.
oh my goodness. Listen.
He done,
So now we talking. Now that's my
he's
era.
about to lose it.
And it was crazy is my man Garland, shout out to Go Garland from Persevere Band. He dropped past my house, gave me a stack of CDs like this, all OP tracks from like 97 to 2001.
Hold up. I am still waiting for Go to pull up on me with my Elevation CDs.
Oh man.
Go, wherever you are, sir. If you don't get that Chief Rocker back in my life, shout out to my brother whose birthday is coming up on May 15th. May you continue to sleep in peace. But Go, I'm going to pull up on you. I don't know where you going to be, but I'm going to pull up on you. Steal your Congos before y'all next show so y'all can't play if you don't give me my CDs. I need them.
That's personal.
I need them.
That's personal.
He knows I need them.
Got to find those for you so you don't get so mad.
Yeah, I know.
I'm back, but I need them.
Come on back.
I need them.
Come on back.
I need them.
No.
Your favorite dynamic duo on Go?
That's a tough one. My favorite dynamic duo.
Kim and Scooby.
Yeah, definitely.
Me aside, I would have to go with Bugs. God, dog.
And anybody on that front line.
I'm about to say, man, that front line was dynamite.
Anybody on that front
My
line.
favorite time going to see Junk was the Triples days. So Bugs, Bruce, Pratt. That was a dynamite front line. Damn, my favorite dynamic duo. You got to come back to me on that. I don't want to say the wrong thing. I got to make sure I think about this one. But I love Junkyard though. I love Backyard.
Yes.
Northeast Groovers had a sound. You know.
Oh my God, we not even going.
Everybody had their time, man. It's like I was a fan of everybody for real. I'm a fan of New Impression now. Like I love them dudes.
I love TJ.
Yeah.
I love TJ.
New
That
Impression.
first live
they did.
Yeah.
I think we
Man.
watched it 6 times.
Oh yeah, I love them dudes, man.
TJ is kind of like.
Did you see the clip they did last
Nah,
night?
I heard about it. I'm gonna go watch it though. I heard about it.
I'm definitely gonna catch it.
It was,
Somebody
it was
told me.
different.
For real?
Yeah, it
I
was
gotta
different.
catch it. I mean, they talented.
Yeah.
They talented.
They are, and they're creative,
Mm-hmm.
and you can tell they're having a good.
Oh no, they was having them
Yeah.
all.
They remind me of Listen back in the day. Like everybody looked like they like each other.
First of all,
Yeah.
Listen was the only band that would have me travel to Wakanda to see them at the Icons. I've always hated driving.
That was
far
a ride,
distances.
wasn't it?
Listen,
Wakanda.
and I had Wakanda.
See, I was living in Southeast then too. That was like a ride.
I live by the Walmart on 450. So imagine the ride
Oh,
for me.
yeah, you gotta come
in
around
In
and
a
then go down.
96 Lincoln Continental with smacked out windows. How many times do you think I got pulled over
116 million.
going to see Listen? I made sure when I got in that car, it wasn't no alcohol in there. It wasn't no cups that resembled a cup that had alcohol
Keep
in
your
it.
hands on the steering wheel.
Listen, sir, my ID and stuff is right on my sun visor. You can flip it down and grab it yourself.
I'm not moving.
I'm not moving.
Yeah, that was a ride. That was a ride.
loved Listen. Listen was the only band that I traveled in the beginning. The other one was what band? And then we opened up to go in to see other bands in Wakanda. But y'all made Wakanda a thing.
Yeah.
Weekly.
That was a good time out there.
Weekly. Rapper used to come see y'all weekly too.
Yeah, that was my man. He used to come.
Smacks told me to tell you what's up.
Smacks, what's up, bro?
That wild guy.
That wild guy.
That wild guy. Shout out to
I love
Checkmate.
Smacks.
We love Checkmate. So
Another Rambler in the building.
yes.
Smacks.
So, what influences you? Who influences you?
Overall, I like creative minds. So I like the Jay-Z's, the Baby Faces.
Baby.
That
and
Go-Go.
battle with Teddy Riley.
Yeah, Go-Go. I like WAP. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I just love people that create, that's not afraid to put themselves out there and write songs, and give themselves to the world. You know what I mean? Like it's easy.
An original song is
Yeah.
a part of you.
Yeah, it's easy to be or sing somebody else's stuff because it's already been tried, tested.
Improving.
You know what I mean? But when you put yourself out there for people to hear and judge and critique, it shows a different kind of courage to me.
So do you think go-go is missing originality or it needs more originality?
It's not missing it. Everybody has the ability to create. It's just what we feel would make $1 right now. You know what I mean?
Fans would want.
What the fans want. So I think what it's missing is more fan encouragement for originals. Because everybody I talk to want to do more originals. You know, we all artists at heart, so
We need them.
we all artists at heart. We all want to create, but at the end of the day, you know, when I first played Sunshine, nobody danced to it. Nobody listened to it.
But
nobody,
you kept pushing it.
You kept playing it. We kept
Right.
playing it. We kept
That's
playing
just
it.
like on the radio.
You ingrain it.
Right.
It's like the radio. When
And
you
you
first
teach
hear that
people-
first song, you don't really catch
my
it
God.
until
Oh,
you
God.
hear it over and over
And then you're
again.
walking around singing this
And next thing you know,
song
you're
and
like,
you
why
don't
am I
know
singing
why
this?
you're singing.
Right.
Yeah, Trinidad James.
Oh my God.
I hated it when I first heard it.
Gold all of my
Next thing you know, I'm dancing. And
Yes, it's in your head. It
So-
gets stuck.
So like, I mean, it's the same thing. We have to have the courage to. And my theory with that stuff was always, even when back in the OP Tribe days, when we first starting out, the band, you know, playing our first 2 songs, ain't nobody dancing anyway. Everybody looks,
We
stand
trying to
there.
get a feel.
We getting a feel for each other. The people in the crowd.
Finish getting our
You know,
drinks down
don't
our
nobody
throat.
want to be out there in the first song acting like a band. Oh, such as that. You know what I mean? So you playing a little warm up joint. Why not play something that you wrote? So they ain't dancing anyway.
And it'll get ingrained in their head.
There you go. That's how Sunshine started.
I love
You know what I mean? So,
I think that's the problem with bands. They play, they do an original, they didn't get the reaction that they were hoping
And they
for,
bury it.
and then that's it, that's all.
They
We're not
bury it.
doing that no more. Instead of, okay, we're going to keep pushing it, just like the radio.
yeah,
Keep
that's the
pushing
one
it,
thing
keep
Donnell,
pushing
I
it.
admire Donnell about. Donnell Floyd, he always played original stuff. And he'll play an original song for 10 minutes, right? Just going back over it, doing it again. The verse, chorus, we let the beat ride. Back to the top.
It's stuck in my head now when I
By the
leave.
time we finish playing that jump, people singing it with us, they're saying this, that, and the third. So, like,
It's stuck in your head.
you know, that's how you got to work an original. Don't just, you can't half-ass it. If you look like you're not confident in something you playing, the crowd they can pick up on that energy. You know what I mean? They can pick up on that energy. So,
Mr. McGee wants to know, have you done anything with a national known artist?
yeah, plenty of stuff. I won't run down my whole discography, but when I was 18, I had a publishing deal with a company called Rondo International up in New York, and I lived up there for a little bit stretch. Wrote songs for people you probably heard of. Been in the studio numerous times with Busta Rhymes, Missy, the whole Flip Mode. So yeah, I did some of that stuff, and then when Listen came out, got hot, we performed with Fantasia,
I feel like
Kanye
everybody.
West a couple times, John Legend, Dougie Fresh over 10 times. A bunch of people. So yeah, I performed
Yes, he
with
has.
I performed with a lot of
Hope
national
that answers
artists.
your question,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah.
There it is.
I like these YouTube questions.
So I have another question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
If you turn your TV on, what are you watching? What's your go-to channel? Mine is the ID channel. I need to know how to kill people.
I need
Mine is my wife watch ID channel every day.
You better
Trust me.
stay.
she's a cancer, so you
better
gotta
stay
be
on her
careful.
good side.
She knows. Listen,
She's a cancer.
I sleep with
They
the
are
work.
devious.
I sleep with the work next to the bed. So if she gonna catch me, she gotta catch me all the way asleep.
And they about plotting, and they won't get you when you expect them.
No.
To.
Nah,
They are extremely patient.
Yeah, they'll wait it out.
Yeah.
I have one. I know.
Yeah, I watch CNN, the news, NFL Network, and Netflix. I don't really watch a lot of stuff,
Okay.
but
I'm all ID channel.
yeah.
The news too, but I try not to let the news consume me because
Yeah,
most
yeah.
sources are empaths. We
Yeah.
take on what's going on around us, and their weighs kind of heavy on us.
Mm-hmm.
I like watching the ID channel because it just shows me how crazy that the other,
Other
race
people
is,
are?
and not just us. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
We turn on the news, we hear about all the time. We don't hear about the crazy stuff. When you watch the ID channel and you see some of the crazy stuff,
The views
The other
expressed by
races,
Gigi are
hey,
solely
listen.
the views of Gigi. They do not reflect.
They may be my views, but it's fact.
Have you seen the Tiger King?
Tiger King is an example.
Here we go.
I'm just saying.
They made me watch that, and that's
Carol Baskin, I need it, Montu.
I'm
I
just
need the Carol
saying.
Baskin
You watch the
sweatshirt.
ID channel.
Why would y'all bring
you
that
hear
back
about
up?
all the stuff that other races are doing, but you don't hear about that stuff on the news. But let us do it.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna hear about it, know about it. It's gonna be in the paper.
I can say that I've watched several episodes of Snapped and have learned that other people are crazier than we are.
Yeah. They're more devious.
Yes,
in my
they
opinion.
are.
Yeah.
And they don't care.
Man, listen. Okay, but anywho, moving on.
What do you hope to leave behind as your legacy for Go-Go? Because you're definitely going to leave behind a legacy. Like, you have already started stamping a lot of things. What do you want your legacy to be? You know, they say beginning to end, but the most important part is the dash. What do you want your dash and Go-Go to say?
I wanted to say that I left behind a blueprint, a way of commercializing and monetizing our sound. You know, we haven't really figured that out. The right way. We haven't really figured that out, and you know, hopefully with this new venture that we got going on, we're able to say that I want to be able to have go-go musicians retire with, you know, money.
A 401k?
I'm not a 401k fan, but yeah,
Some form of savings,
some form
so
of
that they can sustain their life without having
exactly.
to
We
get a
generate
regular 9 to 5.
hundreds of millions of dollars,
royalties,
everything, or the whole 9 yards. You know, the music business doesn't produce a lot of money in record sales anymore, but it used to be that your shows were your flyers for your record sales.
Yes.
Now it's your record is a flyer for you to get work. You know what I mean? So we have to adapt. It's really coming to us now, right? Because we've been performing our whole lives. So we need to put out more material to say, hey, come see us. And, you know, that's when the Live Nations and the people like that will come calling. And, you know, the money, it'll get, you know, substantial.
But if we have our own things in place, then when they call, not that we're necessarily like, no, thank you, but more so like, this is what I'm already doing as an indie.
Right. Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do that's going to top what I'm already doing and the freedom I already have?
Yeah.
Because relinquishing that freedom is a big deal. It's a big thing.
Yep.
Because as indie artists, you guys can move how you want to move. You can turn down shows you want to turn down. Like, it's different without it being the major situations that can happen when you're on and your label is like, no, you're going to do this.
Right. And it's a two-way street. So what you just said also, so you're an indie group, right? Say you're Rare Essence. You know, you've made a bunch of money every week, every month, doing what you do, right? And you can turn down whoever you want because you're making enough money to sustain yourself. But also, the record label's gonna look at it, well, you can do that, but how far is your reach, right? So you can do that in this 10-mile radius of Washington, D.C., but
I can take you around the world.
I can take you around the world, expand your base, right? And then you go from making $20,000 a week to doing shows where I can pay you $50,000 for one show. So, but you have to be able to, like you said, relinquish that and that power that you have over your fan base in the city and be willing to step out and branch out. So that's the part that I think a lot of the bands in the prominent position around here, I'm not gonna say scared, but they have apprehension about relinquishing that kind of power. You know what I mean? So, and EU did it, probably was the last to do it. You know, when they had the hits with The Butt and Taste of Your Love, but they came back to no crowds. You know, and Sugar Bear talk about this. Like, when they left, they was packing shows. When they came back as sellouts. You know what I mean? So the fans, you know, didn't really embrace them off the road.
And that was my next question. Do you feel like you have to leave from here to make it?
Not anymore. I think we used to feel like that because of the hubs set up in, you know, LA, New York, now Atlanta. But with the internet, we don't have to go nowhere. We can turn on the camera and get busy. You know what I
YouTube
mean?
is like the new record label. That's where most people go viral.
Yeah.
It's normally on YouTube. So,
And if you're good, the people will come to you. Like for me, you know, it's about setting up. Go-Go is the only industry in the world, right, where we control 100% of our product, right? So, and my example of that is, Go-Go, I'm gonna say R&B. Let's say R&B or hip hop, right? If a record exec wants a specific artist, he can go to Washington D.C. say, "Hey, Frank Sirius, I heard you do R&B. I want to sign you to a contract," right? I can say no. They're gonna go to the next guy. It's a million other guys that can do what I do on R&B side, right? But for Go-Go artists, where else you gonna go to get them? If you want Go-Go music,
you gotta come here.
you gotta come see us. So in order for us to really be prominent in the music industry, we gotta come together. You know what I mean? So if we all hunker down our music, we put a covering over our music, and anybody that wants to come see it, right, or hear it
They
or
have
whatever,
to come through
they gotta
us.
come see us. So if we got together and said, this is what it is, we can control a whole lot more of our product instead of, you know, everybody plucking here, plucking there. We got to come together as one fist, and we can knock the whole shit out. I'm sorry, stuff out.
No, you are at home where you can speak as freely as you choose. We
Told you we
do not
sellers.
censor you. We are Tauruses.
Yeah.
So that was one of the things that was a premise for the We Got Next awards that I put together. Like to build a brotherhood, to show them that in this room there are 19 bands represented. Like there are enough of y'all to get together and push this level the way that you need to. Like it's strength in numbers.
That was an awesome idea, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
One of the hardest things that I've ever done in my life, but one of the most rewarding.
Oh, yeah.
One thing that most people don't know or understand about us is as long as the people around us are happy and thriving, we are happy and thriving because we are empaths. My next question to you, do you think Go-Go needs to establish a real hierarchy? Because I know when we're out and about at events that are geared towards the growth, even the political side of Go-Go, we see your presence. We see you there. And there are not a lot of bands that are honestly represented, no disrespect, just the honesty. There are not a lot of bands on the upper echelon, not a lot of bands on the crank level, but Bounce Beat is in there heavy. Heavy. And then, of course, there's you, there's G, there's Michelle. There are a couple of other staples in Go-Go. But do you think that there needs to be a hierarchy established? Do you think that these bands really need to come out and see what's going on with this bill signing? Like, do they really, like, I don't know if they really know what that means. Like, if you have your BMI, your ASCAP, and your EIN, you can apply for this grant money. You can push through and you can get, like, do you think that a hierarchy needs to be established? Because this business stuff, Gigi's looking like she is about to go in. I'm not. But, because coming from me, it just sounds like I'm bitching because I'm a female. But for you have had long-term success going on 20 years. In 2021, it'll be 20 years that you have not worked a 9 to 5.
Right.
Do you think a hierarchy needs to be established in order for it to move forward? Or in order for it to grow to the level that it needs to grow to?
Yeah, when you're talking about the kind of money that the industry generates, it definitely needs to be a centralized body of whomever, some kind of representation where, you know, like the Country Music Awards. I mean, like they got, you know,
CMAs
or whatever, right? They have somewhere where somebody can go, some congressman can look up, some politician can say, who am I writing a check to, right? And after they write the check, we have to know that it's going to be assimilated down to whomever
where it needs to
go. Like right now, it's nobody like that. Right, even right now, if the mayor, DC's Mayor Bowser, wanted to write a $10 million stimulus to the Go-Go community, who's she gonna write it to? Right, that's one of the problems.
I'm with you.
That's one of the problems that we are faced with, and what you know, people like me, Big G, Ronald Moulton, Michelle Blackwell, both from TCB. Like we all kind of coming up with this process. You know what I mean? And so it kind of slowed us down with this COVID thing, but we working on it. We're working on having a body of work, a body of representation to have somebody, you know, all of us be represented. You know what I mean? And people that you can trust too is like, you know, Michelle fights for free. You know what I mean? G fights for free. I fight for free. We've been doing this for years. Like it's been the same pretty much 7, 8 people. You know what I mean?
I mean, when I went to PG County to march to keep the clubs open, you were there. Michelle was there. G was there. Like there are certain people well, what did he call me? A go-go freedom fighter is what he called me at the Kennedy Center. But it has to be a thing. Otherwise, it's like a gap. It'll be a gap because for the people who know the legacy and know that the hierarchy is needed to be pushing forward, and then the ones that are like, oh, I can do it by myself, and then they're on the outside and they feel excluded. I think it needs to be established.
Well, in my history, in my experience throughout history, any kind of movement or, you know, power move has been done by younger people. You know what I mean? And so I don't have a problem with the older bands saying, I'm too old for that shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, I want some youth. I want the Bounce Beat bands to say, this is who we are, this is what we are. I want to be involved. Because we have enough of the people that's been here for 20, 30 years, enough of us to be able to pass down enough information for those guys to take it and run with it. You know what I mean? As long as they keep the forefront of go-go, you know, in their heads and in their minds, which all of them do. I mean, I've been to see all of them. Reaction, I've been to see New Impression, ABM.
I can't wait to see them on the other side of COVID-19.
Man, look, I've been to see all of them, and all of them make me proud. You know what I mean? I feel like when I see them perform, I feel like Go-Go's in good hands. When I see the crowd going crazy, it reminds me of us in the crowd going to see Jump in '89, '91. You know what I mean? Like, I see it. So, and there's a lot. I hear a lot of the older cats.
Old versus young.
Yeah, I hate it, man, because you're 56. You're not supposed to like what somebody 18 like. You know what I mean? Like, the music gonna be different. Nobody,
just like their jeans should be different.
You know what I mean?
Like
your jeans gonna be big.
Come on, Pop. I don't want you dressing like my 19-year-old.
Right,
like,
so
don't do it.
My point is like, you know, Grandmaster Flash and them aren't necessarily listening. They're not banging with Lil Wayne or Uzi Vert. You know what I mean? But let the kids have their time at being kids. You know what I mean? Let the 20-somethings have their time and saying, this our stuff. Everybody from the time they turn 15 all the way up to like 25 feel like their music was you know what I mean? Let them have their time.
Could you imagine if NWA didn't have their time? Like, the Wu-Tang didn't have their time.
Or Public Enemy in the 80s.
Mode didn't have their time. Like, everybody had to have their time to shine.
Yeah, imagine if we still sounded like Trouble Funk.
Okay, so we were just talking about how fast
you know what I mean?
used to be and how I would be gassed out and dead if I was trying to dance to that right now with almost 41. Like, I would be dead. I would, like, I'm going to get, like, and I'm dead.
I say,
like,
ooh, top,
and
say,
she done passed
get
out.
it, y'all. Do it.
All right, so Mr. McGee had a piggyback question off of the question that he initially asked you about the national artist.
Sorry, guys.
Okay.
He also wants to know, so with that being said, what brings you back to go-go?
He never left.
I never left. I
left.
was born and raised.
I'm just asking a question.
Born and raised in Southeast Washington, D.C. I didn't leave Southeast until I bought my house before this one, which was about 8 years ago.
But so, I guess he's want to figure out, like,
why didn't you stay national?
When you had that
like
opportunity,
it's a compliment. Basically, you're so talented.
Yeah.
Why did you come back here?
Yeah, that's basically what I think he's.
Blind loyalty. When I did, so a quick story. When I was writing for Rondo, our manager, this is Listen's manager before we became a band. We was a singing group, and our manager set up a meeting with Elektra Records. We went up to New York. They put us in this nice hotel. I mean, room service, the whole 9 yards, right?
Ooh.
So,
Can we go now?
I love that.
so you know, we were going up. I was going back and forth to New York a lot, and I took E with me, E from OP Tribe,
I love him.
and we were on the elevator. The person that gets on the elevator is Sylvia Rome from Elektra Records. She's the president, CEO of Elektra Records. She signed, you know, Busta Rhymes, Missy Elliott, whole 9 yards, right? She gets on the elevator and says, "So, you're Mr. Scooby."
Mr. Scooby.
She says, and I'll never forget it. She says, you know, "I heard you can sing such and such and such. I give you a deal right now. I got a deal on my desk for you right now, but it's a solo deal."
Oh, all right.
So, you know, I told her I have some time to think about it. You know, me being humble and bashful. Do I have some time to think about it, such and such? She's like, "Well, yeah, but it's you know, it's not that long, such and such and such." And E is he's like, "Man, it's a tough joint." So I end up turning it down, and then not too long after that, you know, Listen kind of sprouted after that.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I mean, to say that I would have went national is hard to say. You know what I mean? We made a lot of money in Listen, man. I don't think I would have made that kind of money being a national artist and, you know, maybe getting shelved and all that kind of stuff.
Right, because that's the risk you take
Yeah.
with trying to become a national artist, thinking you about to make some moves,
Right.
and next thing you know, they shelf your album.
And then you own by them for the next 6
Right.
years.
Anything that you do, they get paid from.
Yeah.
Anything you think that you gonna do,
Mm-hmm.
they gonna get paid from.
And looking
They
back,
can decide to put your music out or not put your
Yeah.
music out, and you just like,
and then anytime you make an appearance, they got their hand out. But looking back on it, it was, you know, it was probably the best move because,
God's plan.
yeah, I mean, you know, you never know. I didn't know Listen was going to blow up like that, but I'm glad, you know, that we did. I was able to buy, you know, I was able to get my own house. You know, I did some good things, man.
I
You
know
know,
that's right.
I ain't mad at this. I wouldn't change nothing for the world. And I stayed with my friends. Like we were the best of friends for a long time. You know what I mean? So I don't regret anything. I don't look back on nothing and say I regret it.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. McGee.
I appreciate the question, though, Mr. McGee.
Okay, Mr. McGee.
He won the award at the WGN for
number
YouTube
one subscriber.
#1 subscriber.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Mr.
Yes.
McGee.
Yes.
He gets on my nerves, but yeah.
Put together your dream card. You can put 5 bands on one show. I'm gonna give you 5.
Woo!
I give you 5.
Wait a minute.
5 bands on one show.
Look, Gigi, like I hate when she does it. Look, she's
Yeah.
stressed out.
Don't-
Full. Both of y'all scratching your head. Come on.
And I can't name myself, right?
Why not?
You can name yourself.
And that makes it even tougher.
Yeah,
I
because
should've
I'd
said
be
that.
like OP Tribe.
All right, so I'm gonna say, and this is my
It don't
current
have to
list.
be national. I mean, it don't have to
Nah,
be the,
this is my favorites. I'm gonna go with Junkyard
Yes.
right now today.
Yes. Name.
Backyard, New Impression, Serious Company.
Ooh.
one more.
Oh man, this would get tricky.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta say Essence. Because I
a
gotta
hard-
hear my favorite. Because they gonna take me back.
Lock It. I get to hear Lock It twice in one night.
Nah, we ain't gonna play it. We ain't
No,
gonna play
No,
That's
I
3.
need it.
No,
That's
we
like
not.
3.
No, we wouldn't play it. We wouldn't play that. Not on the show.
That's
though.
3. You got Essence, Junkyard, and
Dang, I forgot Chuck Brown Band too. That's
All
not.
right, so if you had to pick
I need
5
Lock It.
bands from, let's say, the WGN card.
You gonna make him think.
Black Passion,
Definitely.
Definitely.
Reaction. Were they on there?
No.
It was Black Passion, Slade Rhythm Band. Jesus. MAB 2.0.
Oh, definitely MAB.
Mature Clientele.
I love BJ.
The One Band. Major League. My brain.
I like Major League.
USB.
Hold up.
Say No More. Go ahead.
Checkmate.
And
I'm
Checkmate.
going.
I like Checkmate
Okay.
too.
Ooh.
Who was the band that had the live? Was it Mature Clientele?
The one here?
Was it here?
No, Mature did theirs at their studio, right?
I don't know.
Yeah,
think
I like
they did
Mature
theirs at
Clientele.
their
That was my
studio.
first time hearing them, and they was cranking.
That was your first time hearing Mature?
They was cranking.
Major League
Did theirs
did
here.
their did theirs.
They was cranking too.
Yeah.
I think I'm. All right, so I gotta see it again.
You gotta watch them
I
again.
gotta watch them
Major
again.
League, Armani, the lead talker, has dreads and
He's
he's
a
light
Taurus.
skinned.
He's a
And
Taurus.
That's who was cranking.
He's a
That's who
Taurus.
was cranking.
Okay.
He's a Taurus.
I remember him.
He's a Taurus.
They was cranking. That was here.
Yes.
Yeah.
What did I tell you? This
Yeah.
studio is equipped to do
That was
whatever
my
you want to do.
birthday.
Oh, that
Yeah.
was my birthday.
Yeah, they was cranking.
Yeah, we had a ball that day. I think we broke the studio that day. We broke it down. We moved everything.
That's
out
one of
the
them
way.
lives I watched all the way through. I don't do that often.
Major League.
Major League.
Major League.
They-
It was
Across the pond. They
it was
from
it was
across the
a
pond.
it was a mixture of a lot of creativity
Mm-hmm.
and some 90s crank. Like it was there. It was there.
It's what we call feel good music. It's
Yeah.
it's music that you would listen to at a cookout with your aunties, but it's also music you were listening to getting ready to go out. It's versatile music.
Yeah.
It's that music that makes you wanna
No, they was cranking.
legit you like, yes.
They was cranking.
It's that music that makes you wanna dance.
That's one of them Jones. I probably would have, if they were selling that CD, I probably would have
Oh,
bought
they
it.
Oh, they
are
had-
selling
they
it.
did.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
So they
Boy, line
took-
me up. Somebody send me the facts through.
Armani, can you send
I got
me the
I got
information,
I got a
please?
couple dollars I can get you.
So they actually took the SoundCloud that we recorded here and sent it over to Sean Lee and let him do his wizardry, and they dropped the CD.
There it is. I need that. I need that.
Did y'all hear that?
It cranks too.
need
That listen,
Yeah.
the CD
that.
cranked, but the live experience was just.
File lined up over there.
Look, he like I got the file lined up.
There
was
it
just
is.
Everything.
There it
Oh,
is.
y'all ready for a break? You gonna
Yeah,
crank them
yeah.
out with that?
Let me hear a little bit of that
We're
right
gonna
there.
crank Scooby out with that. We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna break bread, and we're gonna come back, and he's gonna.
Oh, he has. His
He has something for y'all. It's tourist season. Thank y'all for tuning in to them damn fans right here on Fans from the Stands. We will be right back after this crank break. Scooby's definitely in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
One time.
There it is. Look at Montana.
Fucking fans from this time. Excuse my profanity, but that's what it is. I'm your host, Montana. Follow me on all major social media outlets, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody across the world, I give y'all Major League Bang.
So yeah. What's up, y'all? We coming to y'all downstairs living room, man. One coming straight down to your living room right now, man. Turn your TVs up. Ha! Hey! You can see your ride. Welcome to the basement party, y'all. Make sure y'all get on over to YouTube, man. Get on Block's way for that free live, man. something warm, just party and right home, man. We'll get you up, step, huh? Ain't nothing like good music, you know, Mr. Henry. One time for the whole JA sounds, man. Go ahead and play. Good music, man. You can see the 40 guys. Hey, Bill, what do you make? Hey, Dad, you can drink it, Dad. Go ahead and play it on there. We ain't gotta go too hard. We can play on the chill. Y'all been when the young niggas must be still. You want the young man, that's what we for real. You looking so good, let me top of feel. Pull up here on my side. Fucking with the George now, take a ride. Shorty looking so good, I'm on the side. I'm trying to go to the end, take a ride. Let's pop a bottle in the rose. Let me fuck with you, looking good, babe. Damn, you love the way I got the swag. You love the way the young niggas in the bag. Nah, young niggas relax. Pull up in the back with the whole lot. Shorty look the right, got the whole side. You on the time, they get the grab. Shawty, for what? I get you a play for what? Baby, give me all chill. Baby, I give you chill. Get on that shawty, for what? Always in my head, damn little bit. I love the way you do it when you move. I love the way you swag with your little smile. Like the little rose there, what's up? Let me see you do it, let me touch your smile. Something so smooth for the little lady. Let me get up in your head, let me get up in you. Let me show you how we young niggas move with you. I swear to God, baby, never gonna see you. And I'ma get you right, you know I'm gonna say you. You got the little drink. Fuck your man, baby, fuck what he say. I think the city, yeah, we outside. I'm late for yeah, we outside. I'm inside. I bet you a pretty for what? Baby, I'm chill. Baby, I can give you chill. Get on that shawty. I bet you a pretty for what? Baby, I'm chill. Baby, I can give you chill. This is a ritual experience. Baby, I can give you chill. We can see you, happy birthday to you, baby. Bring my partner, who in the bed. We're ready to go. We started out as so friends. Please. That's how you feel, baby. That's how you feel. everybody do. Well, that's my name, man. Well, that's the king of my gang. Well, Major League, how we do? Well, they can. Hey, load them up, shoot them up. Hey, they can. Well, they leave. Well, this motherfucker working for my track guys at home, man. Turn that board up. Let's get it, John. I'm gonna let my brother get him. Get him 16, bro. 16, yeah, you know I'm with the bar. I pulled up, yeah, you know I'm going hard. Talking with the young nigga with the scars. Getting to the money, yeah, real far. I pulled up with the jet, oh shit. I pop a bottle, yeah, I get to that shit. I get the money, then I get out quick. Then I want to hit the rock real quick. Niggas say, yo, niggas call man. But if you me, yeah, you know it's going down. Yeah, you know we real live. And fuck with it, y'all niggas take a ride. Fuck it up, a little bit say. But that's a bitch, I don't care what you say. And ride with me, yeah, you know I don't play. What's the way you say, you know it's gon' pay. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. You was a song, give me my heart, no nigga, I drink it. Drink I pop a phone, you know I get my mind right. Smoking gas, yeah, you know it's real something right. When I'm a G, yeah, you know it's West Coast shit. I fuck with your bitch, yeah, I give her all shit. Fuck the bottle, you know you looking like a model. That's your girl, you know that she gon' smile. Riding with the gang, getting right quick. That's the whole shit. We're not, you know we don't play. We the damn fan, yeah, you heard what I say. Hey, nah, and it's the real right. Shorty looking good, yeah, you know she's on right. I'm getting to the bag. That's my nigga, yeah, he looks like a fag. But I ain't talking shit, I'm on the West Coast. I wanna go on the time, so we drink it. First day, that's the time, gonna drink it. I'm gonna go in the house, gonna drink it. In the party, get my heart, and I'll drink it.
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, listen, ladies and gentlemen, you see what is in this great man's hands. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if he wants us to call him Frank Serious. I don't know if he wants us to call him Mr. Marshall. I don't know if he wants us to call him Scooby Dooby Dooby. I don't know if he wants us to call him the godson of Go-Go. But we present to you a fellow Taurus in his element and his greatness. Don't mind me losing my mind. Let me take my mic off because I don't want to do the wrong things.
Lord Jesus. I'm gonna pray for her now.
Just mute me.
These months I've waited, anxiously inside, hoping you'd be the one I've been waiting for all my life. Can't wait to see you, your pretty little thing, to hold you, baby. When I look into your eyes, my pretty sunshine, sunshine, sunshine. Pretty little sunshine, baby, baby. Yeah, you are. Oh, 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 oh. Now, baby. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. That night I almost cried. Now my friends say I'm such a lucky guy to have you in my life. Baby, you light my skies. You make my day so bright, sing me to sleep at night. My life would be so dark without my sunshine. My sunshine, baby, baby. Yeah, you are, yeah. I wanna hold you, baby. Really wanna love you, baby. Look into your eyes now, baby. Oh, look, as it's for your sweetest touching. You won't ever want for nothing. Anything you want, I give you. Especially if I have you. 'Cause I love you. Woo! Anywhere you go, I follow. Any old thing you want, I teach you. Won't be easy. I really need you, baby, baby, baby. You know I love you, baby, baby, baby. I gotta hold you, 'cause I love you, baby, baby, baby. Ooh, 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 baby. DC, look, I really, really love you, 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 love you. I really love you, 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 love you. I really, really love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. I really, really love you, 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 love you. Everybody do me a favor. Say oh, oh. Say oh, oh. Say oh, 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 oh. I say oh, 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 oh. I said I love my baby, love my baby. I said I love my baby, love my baby. I said I love my baby, love my baby. I said I love my baby. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This song is for the kids, man. Make sure you tell your kids how much you love them each and every day. I love you, gotta hold you, baby, baby. Everybody, wait a minute.
Oh, stop playing, Scooby.
You know that I love you so. A pleasure just to watch them grow. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Yes! Listen, that was easily one of the dopest moments in Fans from This Dance history. And in case you didn't know, what is it, Gigi? It's
Our faniversary.
Anniversary, I like that.
1 year.
That's what's up.
1 year.
Damn, I happen to be here on the faniversary.
Yes.
Can I make an admission?
Oh God, I'm so scared.
No, you ain't gotta be scared.
Hold on.
Like we've been out of commission for so long. I just realized I didn't realize how high that song was.
Listen,
Cause you know when you used to sing it every day and singing it, and then you go into lockdown, it's like, damn,
I don't sing.
we don't get to sing.
But how did it make you feel just now? Like, just musically, like outside of that, like, how did it? Does it still make you feel the same way?
I
Every
still
time
get
you perform
goosebumps
it?
when I perform it, especially in front of people. Like still to this day, people, I may be crying, like
You
on
have
certain parts.
no
Like
idea.
I get people that call me, they DM me, people that just had a grandbaby or had a baby, and they sending me video of them playing that song in the delivery room. I'm like, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, just still had that same kind of impact. But you know, it's one of them forever songs, man. That that you hope to make when you write the song.
Timeless
Yeah,
music.
it was crazy. I wrote that for somebody else.
All right, spill the beans.
So it was this dude,
Spill them.
Jive Records. They used to have this list we called it the Blacklist and songwriters. It was the Blacklist. So it was a list of all the artists, all the record companies, an artist that what kind of songs they wanted. So it might have Mariah Carey, such and such song like Whitney Houston joint.
Right.
So the songwriters get that list, and then you just go down and pick who you think you writing for.
And
So we got this artist called Sean Kane. He was signed to Jive Records, and me and my man Uno wrote the song with 88, and we sent it to Sean Kane's team. They didn't like it. They sent it back. So then Listen started performing it.
Y'all was tripping. This was definitely timeless music.
Yeah.
Y'all smoked that good stuff. Stop.
But you know what's
smoking
crazy?
it.
We talked about being shelved. He never came out. Sean never came out.
That's what he get.
But let me tell you
He would
something.
have came out if you would
The Lord knows that you shunned probably the song that would have made you.
Dummy.
Made you.
Damn.
But
Literally.
it worked out though.
Yeah, it's yours.
Yeah.
It's yours. That's
Yeah,
the
it
beautiful
worked
part
out.
about being a creative. So I had to ask this question because I am a nighttime. Are you a daytime or nighttime
Oh,
creative?
absolutely nighttime. My wife will find me up walking around,
Me.
singing, playing guitar. And now my son, he literally goes to sleep when the sun coming up. Especially now that this whole thing is going on. Like he be in the studio. I'm waking up 8 o'clock sometimes. He hadn't been asleep yet.
He's on his way to bed.
I'm like, dog, you can't keep this up. Like you gotta go to school at some point.
But it's in our nature. Like Gigi's house is my home away from home. I go over there and I go in that spare room and I come out to eat
I don't bother.
and use the bathroom. That's it.
I don't
Oh,
bother.
yeah.
But by the time she gets up, okay, so prior to anybody doing a live stream, I had made 4 different pages on 4 different apps to be able to stream for money so that some money could go into the band's pockets because I felt like, not being able to perform for some of these band members could make or break them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Literally. And I felt like every little thing that I did to monetize and help these bands out meant something because it wasn't going to me.
Yeah.
Like, Stan will tell you, the money went straight to him. Quarter, penny, nickel, dime, I don't care about any of that. My whole goal is to put together a situation where bands feel like they can come if they need a place, a safe haven, a place to perform, a place to reach a different audience they didn't have before. And she woke up and was like, what are you doing? I was like, oh, great. I made this page, and this page. I'm working on a flyer for this, and this. This is what's going on. And then, boom, Backyard is doing a live.
Right.
And I'm now discouraged because I'm like, well, if they're doing theirs for free, nobody's going to pay to look at mine. Like,
Right.
why would they pay me?
Yeah.
But the purpose was not for them to pay me. It was just to put something in the band's pockets, even if it was a $2 live stream. Like, $2 from 200 people could help a band member that may be in between being homeless
Absolutely.
and keeping a roof over their head or being hungry, a starving artist, or eating. Like, it was just something that small. So I'm definitely a nighttime creative all night.
And if nobody's ever told you, I want to say thank you for doing that, man. That's
Why?
big. I mean, you have to. You know what I mean?
I love, the thing about it is this culture has taken me through a lot of storms. And a lot of people don't understand that being a fan is a love and hate thing with go-go. You in love with it one day, you hate it the next, you're back in love with it the day after, and then after a rough day, you're running back into those abusive arms. Like, it's a love and hate thing as a fan. But my whole thing is, anything that I can do to put somebody else in a better situation or a better position, like especially somebody I know is grinding. Like, if I can see that you're grinding and I notice it's a gap and I'm like, and Gigi will tell you, we'll be talking and I was on all the way out.
I'll be like, I'll be talking to her and she's somewhere.
gone.
I'm like, you know what?
I'm
Okay,
gone.
I'll
Come
wait.
on back.
I'll wait.
But then when I come back, I'm like, bitch.
And I'll be like, you know what? I don't even want to know.
And I'm already moving. Because I feel like as a fan, even though we come out and we support y'all, I feel like it's a lot more that we can do because no disrespect to y'all as artists, but without us, there really is no you. And if we can show y'all that we really appreciate y'all on a different level outside of monetarily, but support-wise, I feel like it means something to y'all.
Absolutely.
And see, that's where, like, to piggyback off what she said, my YouTube channel, that is me showing my appreciation because I don't get any monetary gain from my channel, even though I could.
Right.
She gets offended when they won't let her record because she's not monetizing it, but also because on her channel, it's a lot of memories for a lot of bands that don't have CDs out. Like, those moments in time are only
Oh yeah.
on her channel, or maybe Nudie caught some footage, or maybe Ryan caught some footage, maybe Schooner caught some footage. Like,
I
it's
tell you
people.
what, 20 years later, I wish I had footage of OP Tribe and some early listeners.
I would have been there.
You
That's
and
what I'm
E
saying.
on the front line together.
Yeah, so the fact that we don't have even that kind of footage, you know what I mean, to be able to go back to and hit play is disappointing, you know what I mean? So I would say this to you, keep doing what you're doing. They might not appreciate it now, but trust me, after they finish playing, you're going to be looking for that footage.
You know the first band I started recording?
Who?
Watch this.
Chocolate City.
Yep.
Oh, yeah?
That's the first band I started recording.
And Dave was a part of that band
Yeah.
too.
Wasn't that Doc?
No. that was
Michelle.
Michelle?
Blackwell.
Blackwell.
Oh, yeah, I'm lunching. Yeah.
Yep.
Michelle.
No, he was Big City.
Big City, that's
Yes.
right, that's right.
Big City,
Yeah.
Red Carpet, and then Black Passion.
Black Passion, that's
Yes. Yes. Oh, he's
Yeah,
about to.
So that was my whole thing. I'm not monetized. You know what I'm saying? I could, because I'm well over the amount of subscribers. I'm well over the amount of views. You know what I'm saying? But I don't do it for monetary gain.
Right.
I do it for the love of the culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I
And
think
for that
some
memory
bands,
for us. It's
right?
a memory for us.
and it's
too,
still
as
my
fans.
it's still my memories at the end of the day, because every video on my YouTube channel, I can always go in and make each and every last one of them private. And they would be solely for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
It's about spreading the music, man.
Some bands may think, they know if they know that I'm recording, they may think I'm monetized, but I'm not. I don't get any coin, nickel, dime, penny, nothing.
Right. Yeah.
So
But, once you learn the business, you understand that.
So, it's almost time for us to go. Unfortunately, this has been one of our.
10:30 we done.
Yes.
He said,
Oh,
really?
man.
I know. We have to have you back.
Sure.
Bring the band. You set up.
Hey, look.
Crank. Jam
Armani
session.
said that he would come and do a live Sunday if you get on stage with him.
This weekend is bad for me.
It's his birthday too, and
it's
his live
birthday,
too.
and he has a live
But
too.
Armani, it's our birthday, so you should still come do the live. Duh.
And Saturday, I'm doing this. I'm doing a giveaway.
Yes, that's what we were going to talk about
Yeah.
before we got out of here.
So I partnered with.
Are y'all listening?
Some friends of mine. We wanted to give away 500 lunches. So we partnered with Chick-fil-A, and Tanga Outlet is letting us use the parking lot. So we started out with, we were going to give away 500 lunches regardless, right? So we reached out to Chick-fil-A. They gave us a number on the sandwiches, cool. And we were going to do that. So once I put up the video, we put up our videos of the, what we were doing. Now we're able to feed 1,000 people.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
So what if somebody matches you before then?
If they match us, then we gonna feed it to 2,000.
Challenge! I hear
You know
a
what I
challenge. You hear a challenge?
Only
I
thing
hear a
is-
challenge. Y'all hear a
Only thing
challenge?
is, Chick-fil-A like, man, y'all, where y'all can get these sandwiches from? So we talked to one of the owners. He got 2 stores. So between the 2 stores, he gonna,
Get y'all together.
he gonna be working all morning. But so yeah, 1 o'clock, Tanga Outlets, May 9th, my birthday. We're gonna give back a little bit.
Happy birthday to you and Armani on May 9th.
Armani, that's my man, man.
Major
I
league.
love what he do.
Hey, Dave.
I want you.
That's your keyboard player.
Hey,
Dave
Dave, we
Clee.
were just talking about a fellow tourist like you.
Yes,
Like
sir.
you.
Play
And your
that pop.
greatness. So,
That's his pop.
I want you to give advice to an upcoming band. I want you to give them some tourist advice, not that pity patty bullshit. We shoot straight from the hip. I want you to give them some advice that they can hold on to that'll guide them in the direction of greatness. Because a lot of us need a kick in the ass to get started.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say first and foremost, treat it as a business. You know what I mean? Don't treat it as a hobby. You treat it as a hobby, you're gonna get out of it a hobby. You know what I mean? So if you treat it like it's a business will come from it. And I say that to say, any songs that you write, do split sheets, do things that alleviates the problems that come later on. You know what I mean? Because we friends now, everything's all good when everybody making $60 a show. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, I don't care how tight you think you are, how cool you think your man is. When somebody's getting $250 and somebody's getting $150,
Them attitudes
that's always
change.
it's gonna show. And to alleviate that, just had a conversation now where everybody broke, everybody ain't doing nothing. You know what I mean? And had a conversation now, and everything will go smooth. You know what I mean? You still gonna have your problems like any band does, but at the end of the day, you know, it's about handling your business up front. So I would say,
speaking
and
of-
create music, man. Create more music. At the end of the day, create more music.
There it is.
All the
BMI.
covers are great.
BMI and ASCAP value.
I get ASCAP checks every 3 months.
You hear that?
Every 3 months. For the last 15, 20 years,
Yeah.
almost 20 years, I've been getting ASCAP checks.
Y'all hear that? Who been talking to y'all about BMI and ASCAP? Who been telling y'all to get y'all EINs and register your business names and make
And
sure
I'm an
you
open
register?
book. If you got questions about any kind of publishing, I had my first publishing deal when I was 18 years old. I've been in the music business a long time, right from here, right from Southeast. So if you got any kind of questions about any kind of music thing, if I don't know it, I'm gonna find somebody who does. And, you know, I ain't gonna charge you nothing for the information because we all need it.
There it is.
You hear that?
There it is.
Did y'all hear that?
I heard it.
Free knowledge.
Free
heard it.
knowledge.
For FREE, no expectations.
Free 99.
By this time next year, I'm telling y'all, by this time next year, given that we don't, you know, be in some kind of extended lockdown, we're gonna be having seminars and all kind of stuff. Me and G talk about it all the
Fans
time.
from the Stands definitely needs to be in the building
Absolutely.
for every move you guys make.
Absolutely. We listen. It's gonna be a collective movement, though. It's not something I'm doing.
What you
like,
need me do?
When the time comes, I'm definitely reaching out to y'all.
What you need me do?
Everybody.
We on
like,
it.
You know what I mean? Like this, we gotta move as a unit, the way Atlanta did, the way LA did, the way you know what I mean. We gotta
The way
move.
New York still does.
Yeah, we gotta move together. So when the time comes, when this movement hits, and we make that announcement,
Just
trust
let
me.
me know what I need to do, where I need to be, what time we need to, like, just,
yeah.
We'll pull up.
she
Soldiers.
already know.
Soldiers, I love it.
We will be there before they get there. We ain't not waiting.
Anyway,
No.
I love it. Soldiers.
We're really, what a lot of people don't understand is they see us here on the show, but there are a lot of things that we do behind the scenes.
I've seen it.
And we don't even have conversations about them. It just is what it is. It's that
sometimes it
moment.
just happens.
Like
Literally.
I liken it to this. So you got some friends that's gonna ask a bunch of questions. Like I got friends that I call and say, "Hey, I got a problem," right? I know what friends to call.
For what problems?
Cause I got some friends that's gonna be like, "Well, what happened? What's such and such and such?"
They want to know all these answers.
Right?
questions.
But then I got some friends that's gonna call. And
I'm
say,
on the way.
Or I'll be outside when you get here.
Listen, I'm on
You know
the
what I'm
way.
saying? So I just know that when we talking about this go-go thing, I've seen you banging, I've seen you in the trenches, and I know what time it is. You know what I mean? So I ain't got to worry about
this
that.
is real for us.
Yeah.
We love it from a fan's perspective and a fan's point of view. Like, this music it's a way of life for us, for real. And that probably sounds crazy, but we can tell you when you've had a good night. We can tell you when you had a bad night. I can tell when your drummer's playing out of aggression. You know how I feel about the hi-hat. I know how you feel about the hi-hat. Like,
Close it.
yeah, please,
Yeah.
Close it.
just leave it right here. You don't have to. You don't have to. Just
Yeah, just-
Finesse it a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah, finesse.
support your singer. You got to support your singer. You can't make them work so hard that they're overstressing their voice.
There you go. Ain't,
So
no,
this-
ain't no volume button on my throat.
So this what we gonna do.
So hold on. Pause.
We about to God bless and good night and let Scooby take us up out of here. So this got to be quick.
All right, Miss Aretha Fryer. She said
Hi, boo.
your performance was awesome.
Amazing.
With 3 fires. So
Appreciate
was
it, Aretha.
fire.
Reef.
And Smacks, he say, "Can I come on stage with you, bro? I'm waiting." LOL.
Man, listen, that ain't even a question. And my stage is your stage, but you know we play the past, so you gonna have to come one night. We gonna have to set the congos.
About
Yeah,
to
you
say
gonna-
y'all can come here.
You gonna
and do
have to,
it.
yeah, you gonna have to
with
play
it.
your own congas, cause
We
you know
we
they,
with it. Stan, can you set them up? Stan can set you up. Like, we
Yeah.
with it.
We
Y'all
with it.
pull up and do a jam session. We are with it.
There it is.
Pull up and do a jam session. We're with it. We
Set up a Taurus jam session.
I'm on it.
I'm on it.
Tonight.
She on it. No, she
don't
on
even
it.
play
I
with
ain't on it. She on
As
it.
soon as we get off the air, texts are going out. I don't even know why y'all think it's a game. The wrong thing. The wrong thing.
She on it.
So it may not be. It's not gonna be
done.
this Sunday. But the following Sunday, I want to have a jam session here, so I will be reaching out to.
My birthday's on the 19th.
Yep, so it'll be.
Same as my son.
Yep, there.
Hey!
There it is.
He's going to be at.
So.
Which son? Hold on.
My oldest son, 16.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes,
also,
he's an awesome
shout
individual.
out to CC and Montana who are not here with us,
Shared birthday
both
with
essential employees.
Malcolm X.
And Montana is also a tourist, a May 12th tourist. Shout out to you, Tana. We love you so much. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Just wanted to
birthday's
remind
the
you guys
18th.
that we love you and we appreciate each and every one of
his
you for
birthday's
tuning
Monday,
into our
the 18th. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
tuning into our 1 year anniversary right here on Fans from the Stand. Shout out to Scooby for being in the building. I'm about to take my mic off because this is time. I'm out.
Oh, yeah.
Thank y'all. We love y'all.
This song was a song I wrote about my guitar, so. We are so in tune, together our harmony's right, babe. Can't wait to see you soon, whenever you're out of my sight, lady. Oh yeah, yeah. And I can't stand the sight of you in the arms of another man. It doesn't feel the same, no. I take your hand and ask if you will join my wedding band. Then we can share the name, baby. Oh, from the moment I touched you, I knew that I love you. You make my life complete. Oh, babe. From the way you scream at me, caress your neck, baby. You make my life complete. When we first met, you made my hands serve, fingered your body, brought you to parties, hoping you flex, hoping for sex. Even though others played you, I swear to God, I wish I mastered once I made you cry. You ain't like them other girls I know. I can pick you up at any time and trust me, should be ready to go. Had me tossing on my bread to make you look good. Tension you attract, spit a rap while you glisten from the back. Show a nigga cause my mans wanna hold you. Even strangers walk up and put their hands on you like they know you. Ain't no girl ever spoke to me the way that you do. Plus the fact that you able to choose 6 levels of love. Independent, never hang with a crew. Through your reflection, I see my eyes glazing at you. And of course, I'ma keep it real without a question. Hey, from the moment I touched you, baby, I knew that I love you. Oh, yeah. I love when you scream at me, baby. Ooh, da, 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 da.
I don't know what else to say, but thank y'all for
Thank y'all for tuning in.
Thank y'all.
Thank y'all for having me, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
And
Thank
thank you, Stan, the motherfucking tech man, and ABS.
There it is. Oh,
And ABS.
gotta hand the mic.
Nephew.
I feel blessed when you're going, man, the pain so strong. Even my chest when I got a rest. Pain so close, I'm going to jail. You're throwing blows at the po-pos, breaking in there. Screaming down, going on now. Damn, I did. You stay knocked down at mom's house, watching my kids. Through the whole big in the VI, I see you dead. My fake homies trying to fuck you. You run and tell me. That's why I stay committed. I thank God every time I hit it. Hoping you forgive me for the times I bullshitted. Me and you against the world. We untouchable, screaming like you're dying every time I'm fucking y'all. You never had a father or family, I'll be there. I sense to do some money, sanity, can do the year. I know you gave me your all, plus. Hey, boo, what'd you say? these feelings to myself. Now you're the one I'm thinking of. My higher ground, my rocket love. For gravity, I'd rather stay up here. But we can get away. Palm trees, beach views, ordinary day. All I wanna hear is any visions on replay. Sit right next to you, to you. See, I try not to show how I feel about you. Thinking we should wait, but we don't really want to. I just wanna get away and sit right next to you, to you. Would you say gorgeous? I don't wanna kiss you, yeah, I just wanna feel you. Feel you. I want you around. I want you around. I want you around. Know that I want you around. I want you around.
And where the next time this bitch hit me on my chirp line, money how my mouth was, I'm right beside my fucking girl. Well, all you let them hoes suck on my shit. I told her no, she's a G, but he just played like he was me. She got quiet for a minute, I kissed her on the neck. I played with that pussy and I got my girl away. She said I love your black ass, I said I love you too. Another girl that called me up, money, what do you do? She grabbed my phone, who is this? Hung up, she broke my shit, threw all on my dope and shit, and got a nigga bullshit. Damn what I done did. She like, Marty, you ain't gonna never see your motherfucking kid. I told her that I'm sorry, I'm tired of lying, tired of seeing my girl cry. Need a second, please don't get another man. Been months since I took you out, always in the fucking south, wanna beat the pussy out. And me,
See, we can get away. Palm trees, beach views, ordinary day. All I wanna hear is any visions on replay. And sit right next to you.
what's up, nephew?
You. I try not to show how I feel about you. Thinking we should wait, but we don't really want to. I just wanna get away and sit right next to you. You. I don't wanna kiss you, yeah, I just wanna feel you, feel you. I want you around, around. I want you around, around. I want you around. Know that I want you around. I want you around, around.
This ain't nothing but good music, brother. One band shit. When they breathe. Ah. This is a simple party here tonight, man. When they breathe, you know how we do. Ah, get 'em, boy. We'll turn your TVs up. Wash your motherfucking hands, nigga. Wash your hands. Wash your ass, nigga. Look, we'll go fast. When they fast, look, we'll go fast. It's your birthday. When they red, it's your birthday. When they run, what it do? It's your birthday. We'll go far. It's your birthday. When they run, what it do? It's your birthday. We'll go far. It's your birthday. I said I see you, man. It's your birthday. When they run, what made you leave? Let's go. What? Go, 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 go. Well, when the sun go down, it always leaves the breeze. When they breathe, come on. Just for the ladies, y'all. Special request. Happy birthday, Miss Jazzy, baby. Hey, Foot. This when we get it done for the ladies, big bro. Hey, Stan. When you the man, Stan. Sing it with the ladies, E. Sing it, ladies.
You come home late, and it seems you barely beat that song. You're tapping my shoulder, thinking you gon' get you some. Smelling like some fragrance that I don't even wear. So if you want some love, then I suggest you go back there. See, day to day, with you it's always something else. You see, you're working my nerve. God knows that I don't deserve what you put me through. Cause I've been so true to you. To come at me with another lame excuse. Say I heard it all before. All of your lies and all of your sweet talk. Baby this, baby that. But your lies ain't working now. Look who's hurting now. See, I had to shut you down. I had to shut you down. Now what were you thinking? Bringing her into my home. Nigga in my bed. You must have fell and bumped your head. You're messing up my shit. You violated me. About to call my people and take me to the streets. You see, there's nothing you can do, and there's nothing you can say that can persuade me to stay with your ass another day. You have crossed that line. You have crossed the line. Point of no return. And what you turn from here on out, nigga, I am no longer concerned. Say I heard it all before. Heard it all before. All of your lies and all of your sweet talk. Baby this, baby that. But your lies ain't working now. Look who's hurt me now. See, I had to shut you down. I had to shut you down. You see, I played your fool before. Yeah, I was your fool. I believed in you. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Your lies ain't working now.
Sing it, B.
Working now. Hurt me now. Who's hurting now? I had to shut you down. I had to shut you down. See, I used to hang on to his every word. But the more he lied to me, the more I heard. And the things he used to say would sound so sweet. I was naive.
Sing it, move.
And quick to believe. Heard it all before. I was ever. You see, it wasn't my fault you saw. Baby, I swear it wasn't me.
But your lies ain't working now. Who's hurting now? I had to shut you down. I had to shut you down.
See, I heard it all before.
God damn, B.
But your lies ain't working now. Hurting now. I had to shut you down.
We're back, man. When we started up, and G.